talking point platform. TTPTV. Oh yeah. Unale we pledge, we love and loyalty. To we sweet, sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as well. For tomorrow, now we go make salute.
Yes, family, una welcome back to yet another very, very important segment where they come through the Talking Points platform. Today, now the 1st of November, now though we don't do year so. But because of a new month, we want to use this opportunity for welcome you. We pray that this month will count prosperity, good health, and blessing to anything we do. We in our legal team. Today, as always, when Mr. Komon-Tok there, he did with Komon-Tok them. We give can look at some serious Komon-Tok them. One of the Komon-Tok who get for can deliberate on better one. Now the statements where Dr. Samura Kamara make, we blame the EU, he blame the USA, and he also blame the UK, the international community, for where they're not ever enough for making be a president of Republic of Sierra Leone. We can also look at a Labour Congress don't meet President Bio, then complain about the wage. At the moment, we only, I think the minimum wage now 800,000 leons. We're roughly now $30, and the cost of living is skyrockets every blessed day. It's quite challenging. So we'll go for Kaya, waiting then talk on that. We can also look at Mayor Yvonne in plans for the city as it on talk to the press and that. And we go flash with eyes and things that really make rounds on the social media. We see a rapid deteriorating situation really take place in the world. And no matter how small the platform, small for them kind issues there, we not say anything of humanity. At least we self now talking point community, we need for throw we weight on that. The war between Israel and Hamas inside Palestine, and people that don't describe her as a genocide. Anyway, we go put a last, so we just get a glimpse of what in the happened day of recent time. It's very, very serious. All right, all this and more. If not the first thing is for January, just if you just come across this particular platform, the program we listen to, we name and Komon-Tok. We deal with issues there. We get the potential for take we go before, and we also get the potential for take we can go beyond. Things about the traditional media that largely ignore, or the not can talk, or the no one talk, or the afraid for talk. Now that we take seriously talk here. We got a very strong, vibrant community here. People and we highly engaging in a conversation, provocative conversation, but you must learn. I guarantee you, when you can't join the family, you must get something where you could learn from 1 or 2%. But better off, why we say no go learn from you if you get something for offer away. So join the comment section and make love we know what you made up of, the stuff you made up of, okay? They'll benefit from your knowledge. Normally we can open the line. Perhaps it could be one of those days today we will do so as well. All right, we know they waste time. We can't just now for confident Padesia. Better. They can't
Just one platform for news every day now we countries alone. For education, entertainment, political affairs, TV. We put enough Tanga one inside Sierra Leone like a big quantity. We breeze not a shit.
Right, so as always, and see Fambule know how we do now with the share. That's now the bond between we and the community members there, the Talking Points community, with a share. And we hope say we not forget now the let me go on the first one, not so, because I want to take me time today. I want to explain to you the dangers, the position where the APCD, the position where the people of Sierra Leone, the position where with democracy actually being. But I will even describe at this particular moment, based on my small research analysis what I don't do, with democracy, it appears as if it is under life support. We all know what it means. If something is under life support, it means a lot. It can mean say it can survive out of that particular critical condition there, or perhaps you need to survive there at all. Now, today we then reflect again to the statement where Dr. Samura Kamara make. I want to listen to the statements. When they come, we analyze the statements. Now I will come back to the 3 points where I just analyze for you, I don't pinpoint for you, for say nothing they will ever can look at better. Listen carefully. These are the words of Dr. Samura Kamara, where they feel betrayed, where they feel say the international community they not help them better. The international community they don't not do enough for make a be president of the Republic of Sierra Leone. Anyway, listen and first. I will come back just now. Listen.
That the divisive political atmosphere triggered by Mr. Mohamed Kone's hasty and premature announcement of election results and subsequent declaration of the incumbent President Julius Maada Bio and the SLP party as the winners of the June 24, 2023 presidential, parliamentary, and local council elections was most unprecedented in Sierra Leone or even anywhere else in the world. This, we believe, should have prompted a more assertive response from the international community, in particular, all election observer missions. Had they chosen to arbitrate much earlier, undoubtedly, many of our demands could have been positively addressed and the ensuing stalemate averted. Nevertheless,
when I get the message clearly from Dr. Samura Kamara, where they talk, say, if the international community we don't choose for intervene, but some of them concern them with them, we don't raise, definitely then demands then for don't meet up. You know, when I listen, when I repeat this, I was shocked, I was dumbfounded, I was unable to get the actual adjective or the word we're going, unable to understand. And no one believes say these words are coming from person with now a seasoned diplomat, for God's sake, for God's sake. For God's sake. Now, the thing is, when make us say, in these words, they're shameful. And even you go look at and say something are just possible the kind of inside politics, or maybe a short-sighted person or person where something no but our diplomacy they work now you go cast blame on the international community, particularly the unique situation where Dr. Samura Kamara PD we get the people, majority of Sierra Leoneans in support. Now the truth of the matter is the person who writes this speech for her, he not do justice to her. And also, maybe sometimes now inputs that word. Who knows? I'm not going to make a judgment. But however, when you look at that statement, I found unable to get no words for describe it. Just like I say, wow, it's sad, it's shameful. Now, first thing first, law will make it clear to we ordinary people when we understand the higher level of diplomacy. I don't work as a minister of internal foreign affairs. I don't work as any minister, right? But based on we all research we do around the world who don't follow politics, this statement where Dr. Samura can make so highly, highly unfortunate. The international community then gets the limits, then get the role where they play. And one of those roles, now for make sure say they support the process. If you check around during the time when the impact do you see the British High Commissioner, the British High Commissioner, it be there all over the country. They beg people for go register. Likely for another particular clip you don't see. That for show you one clear step for say waiting Dr. Samura Kamara says so not true. Absolutely. And I will count for you more evidence for prove this one and for see how shameful, disgraceful for Dr. Samura Kamara of all people for even mention say the international community not enough if it then be don't come inside. It feel like small picking, you understand, where no not about politics, where like I don't believe say bing 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 Mr. Dr. Samura Kamara ain't go talk them what's there. Now, if you remember back in before the election, we see where the EU chief Muller be there under serious fire. Serious fire. They say it supports the APC. In fact, we see this MP Nakono Lamina go to Brussels. He go lay in complaint. But anyway, let's share first the High Commissioner, one of their role and how he supports the election and technically Dr. Samura Kamara. No watcher. Will I try? All right, okay. Listen. All right.
Hello, we salon Famboden. Nina, the British High Commissioner, Lisa Chesney. Ade Magburka today, Natonko Lili. Ade call we all for come out na door and come register. Because na the power where you get for pick in the next election, who that will represent you. This week, we go all about na the country. If you see we, make we tell do. Today, we're on voter observation missions across the whole country. It's phase 2 of voter observation. We're talking to electoral commission officials, to party agents, and to people registering to vote. It's your civic responsibility and your right to vote. But if you don't register, you won't be able to vote next year. So make sure you have your say in Sierra Leone's future and come out and register to vote.
All right, so family, that was the British High Commission where they encourage. Technically, you don't support the process. You don't support the electionary process. You don't support Madabi. You don't support Dr. Samura Kamara because they get a limitation. There is nowhere absolutely any commissioner or any kind foreign dignitaries for enter into a persona non grata. If they involve deeply into politics, the host government get right for withdraw their credential and send them out. And I make them tread cautiously. This again, watch the report to them pull technically. Look at this report. Now, this report again be coming from EU. This technically enough for boost the opposition in strength. The EU discovers less trust in NEC, PPRC, and others. But the EU don't support technically for tell you. And if you go back further, Lamina gonna Brussels, who play that clip them 1 million times now, boku time, right? We play it many times where he go lay complaints, say Mula they interfere into with politics. So with all these and more, waiting left again for Levy. In fact, before the dialogue, just one day before the dialogue, the EU released them and then damning reports. They released a damning report on the ECSL and then discovered comprehensively, according to them, say nobody know win the election. That's not a boost for you already as an opposition. So why Dr. Samura Kamara they come out and blame them? Now I will take you international, not connect dots, because in most cases we can look for what America they do. I don't remember any country there where election, I don't say cool election take place, a democratic election take place. Somebody rigged the election. During the international community, go pressure, it go there by force, it then go pull that person there, then go put another person. It be happy in Venezuela, but high end, not happy at all. Now bring you come to Venezuela issue, where clearly shows say the international community gets a limit. What they can do, they can threaten, they can give sanction, they can give visa restriction, but there is a limit of what they can do. So I don't know what Dr. Samura Kamara wants make EU do for her, where let UK do for her, let America do for her. Let's take you to history quickly. Waiting be the happen in Venezuela. Listen.
The remnants of yesterday's mega anti-government demonstrations in Caracas, burnt vehicles, shattered storefronts, and ever-lingering fury and frustration. The country is waking up sad today, said this man. Most Venezuelans say Maduro is illegitimate. Nicolas Maduro remains the president today, at least in his eyes. But for countless Venezuelans who deem his election last year rigged, who blame him for the country's extreme economic misery, the key moment in yesterday's protests when opposition leader Juan Guaido declared himself acting president, quickly recognized by Canada, the US, and others, but significantly not by Venezuela's powerful military. On Venezuelan TV today, multiple pledges of support for Maduro, said Defense Minister Pedrino Lopez. We are here to avoid confrontation. This as tensions with the U.S. grow. Venezuela today closed all of its diplomatic offices in the U.S., and the White House has made clear today, labeling him profoundly corrupt, it wants Maduro gone. The question is how.
We have our eye very closely on Venezuela, very closely.
Donald Trump hasn't ruled out military action, but for now the focus is economic pressure, including diverting money for Venezuelan oil away from Maduro and into the hands of Guaido, if that's possible.
We think, consistent with our recognition of Juan Guaido as the constitutional interim president of Venezuela, that those revenues should go to the legitimate government.
Meanwhile, those protests yesterday underlined the real fear in Caracas tonight that all of this may soon only get worse.
Places will try for connect and so let people understand clearly. There was a very serious political crisis in Venezuela. The incumbent Maduro then accused and said he rigged the election. You understand? In favor, he rigged the election. The opposition, Guaido refused. He said, "Now he win the election." So what he do is swear himself as an interim president, whilst Maduro swear himself. So in the country, you get two presidents already. One of the presidents who are the opposition, where the international community he succeed Maduro because not like in communist policy. Now they recognize, America recognize her, EU recognize her, UK recognize her. In fact, the money where they're outside of Venezuela, where they say all countries, the bank, now the World Bank, you get some cash then, other internet, you get foreign assets there across the world. They pass all that power to the opposition, you understand? And they sanction, they threaten, but at the end of the day, they get a limit because this man first no use coin. Now, you understand, now election take place. So for them, Dr. Samura Kamara, they say they're not doing enough. What did they do for you? I'm telling you. Power, not to tell them will just take and put in a silver plate and they can't give it and say, take care. All the people always succeed. Some are lost in power. You have to sacrifice if you really genuinely want the power. Because one thing first, look at your age. That you get for die as a matter. If you believe in the cause where you do, you get for a sacrifice. If the jail time, you get for look at, for example, Mandela, 27 good years, 27 good years. Now Robert Highland, I spent 27 good years because he believe in cause what they do. He wants liberating people. He can't be president, even though you get the power for the rest of your life. You do only one time and then you hand over. You understand? So you are achieving purpose. So what the international community for do for Mad and for Dr. Samura Kamara now understand? See, if them we don't choose for intervene earlier on, and most of them demand. I mean, it not just make any sense with all the effort. The outgoing ambassador now just sum up the entirety in Rema on a leak interview we do with Radio Democracy, who can't play another so. After I don't talk about all the time, he suggests what he for do. He said there should be an investigation. There should be an investigation that will not allow no local party and local institutions for involved because the country is polarized. I mean, who's kind of help you go there for boost for you? Who's kind of type of help you get? You know? It just left to you for let you carve in. You have a good strategy. What did you come up with? And I don't know. Again, I don't know. You know, like a crying baby. Can you imagine? You know, a big man It's like I say, it's shameful, honestly. If them be no, they're not for even put something at the speech. It not just make any sense. It just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Check most time you see them make election, president spoke the election. Look like na Zimbabwe, the late Mugabe. Then they accuse and say they rig election. But what them do? They sanction no more, not sanction and sanction now. You don't go see the international community go there, they use gun, then go overthrow. I'm not saying it ever happened to this guy, but they look at the recent times when elections, people and they take election. But if okay, don't forget about the elections there. Look what take place in Niger, right? When they overthrew a democratically elected government. The international community get for do. By rights, then for use all the means possible for overthrow, not so. But I mean for dethrone that man, for pull out by force intervention. And by ECOWAS even threatened and they say then will use then will overthrow the man again and states the civilian government. But they end up for look at and say no, it cause more harm than good. So then let it go. You understand? So waiting the international community for do that for that to Samura Kamara. Now able understand. I know able just get her. But family, that's not the point. That's not the point. I want let you listen carefully what I'm about for can tell you. What I will do, I will take few seconds break. So now we get small space. Then when I can, I'll kind of explain to you what he actually they on stake. Waiting really they on and wait why for fearful, why for worry, why for worry, but why any salon person for worry. I'll kind of explain to you what's in their stake. Like it take few seconds so that we'll get a sort of like a space in between and we get exactly so one. I can just now.
Attention, attention. Are you hungry for the latest insights on politics and good governance issues from the motherland, Sierra Leone? Look no further than Talking Points, your go-to platform for engaging discussions. Subscribe today and let your voice surge. Talking Points is where smart minds come alive. Subscribe now.
All right. Do yourself a favor. I want make you like this program right now. The reason why you didn't like the program, in case you want to check this program in future, you want remember what's Mr. Komon-Tok talk. Now I know say majority of now, but I don't believe we and I don't trust we say anything what we talk here and that we don't see don't better. We don't analyze them. We don't count so many examples and we are respectful for that. And we want to keep that respect. And what I about for can tell you so, I want to let you just think. You don't need to believe me, what I tell you so. You don't need to believe me, but do yourself a favor, like this particular program. Why you like them in future, in case you are a member or you member, of course, you go say, okay, look, I get that. Because when you like, you save them for yourself. So in YouTube, it's very easy. You go just look at you like videos and you go see exactly the program and then you go able to follow up. So comment again on the section. So on the comment section. So of course, if you put you comment there as well, you go able to see yourself when you be comment as well. Upon I talk something, I say with democracy, it appears as if it is under life support. Now, democracy they on life support. Why I say with democracy they on life support? Now, Samura, if Samura continue to be the head, the leader of the APC for the next 1 year, we'll forget about the democracy. You know why they say so? First and foremost, it's clear that this man is under serious heavy blackmail. He get 2 cases here. The Commission of Inquiry found him guilty. In fact, then gets I don't know if you don't see or he get case with the COI, Commission of Inquiry. Secondly, he also gets corruption case with the Chancery building where governments they use heavily against him. Now, the only leverage way he gets now the waiting, now the party, the APC, because of their strength. This same strategy, EBK user. In fact, when EBK when he just hand over power to President Bio, On a BBC interview, I'm sure majority of una will confirm. He said he go serve, he go after 3 months, he go hand over the chairmanship to the APC. Guess what? He hold on more than 2-3 years, going to 4 years before he hand over. You know why he hold on? For protect himself. Because that was the only bargaining tool we get. Imagine the CEO at the Commission of Inquiry also found one thing. They also look into EBK improperty there, how he gets there. So the only leverage we get now that power day for say me not be the leader. Now the only thing we get. You remember where Oben Kefala go na McKinney for go interview? What you do? Then they see Matoa, then pull Soko, then pull this, that, APC, then come this, that. That was the only strategy way he used because you know at that material moment, if he be don't hand over in power, in negotiation power, it will become more or less. So he hold the handy. The similar thing and they happy with APC now, yeah. If someone continue for all this power because of you already get mortgage, you get heavy blackmail, definitely not going to succeed. Now, why I say you for worry? Because the government says for worry, you for worry, me for worry. In a democratic dispensation, we need what's in a vibrant opposition. In a democratic environment, we need a vibrant opposition. Because the opposition, naive for the tell the government some of their shortcomings. Naive for the give alternative views, naive for the give alternative programs. It happens in all the countries with a strong democracy. For example, in the UK, the Labour, the Conservative, we see the pressure where the opposition is giving. Go in America, we see the Republicans. So we see the Republicans and the Democrats. We see the role of the opposition, where they put pressure, constructive pressure, constructive criticism for all the governments accountable. Look at Ghana. We see the NPP, that is the National Patriotic Party. We also see the NDC, where the National Democratic Congress. Then political party. You see the government, the political party in opposition as well as the government, how they do neck to neck in terms of arguing policies for the development. So any country where in opposition or vibrant, don't forget about democracy. And this is very dangerous. And this is exactly how we go to so. Mind you, the chairman, Dr. Adin, don't say, Salon, we might get one party state. It's possible, not so. It's okay, not so. We play just like waiting they happen in Mexico. And how that go possible? If these people, where they man the affairs of this particular party, where are the biggest opposition, where for talk, because even the government self for worry, because if the government not gets a good opposition, then they more than define their own democracy now, one party or whatever, it's a democrat, because anybody can change any definition. As long as them people are there, then get case there, Minkai you get case. In fact, thing where they happen behind closed door, where some of don't know, it's unbelievable. The thing the way they happen. But somebody even tell me another day. It's that this particular dialogue will take place. EBK, and as somebody who I trust, a very reliable person, a high-ranking person at the country, EBK is involved. Dr. Samura Kamara, in dialogue where I agree so, EBK involved. Marabio contact EBK. EBK contact Dr. Samura Kamara and puts pressure. You ever ask yourself why for 5 good years, EBK, the former president, not talking nothing? Whose law will tell you say if you're not a statesman, you're not for put into politics, you're not for talk about politics. But what you go do now other people in the election internationally? If you truly not get anything, you not get nothing for what you go do in other country. The people there will not even understand it. They argue, no, they say them man pull up on politics, they make it they pull on politics. We see other countries there. We see Obama when he left politics, when he turned down, he's supporting party. Bro, Mother Bio no go arrest EBK if he's supporting party. If we pull in statements for a party, if we campaign for a party, but And other people in the argue say he gives Samura $500,000, he gives $600,000, but not enough. The voice matter. This is politics. So behind the closed door, secret thing that happen where boku now know some of them don't know. In fact, all of them major players there, the Mikailu, the Samura, the EBK, the Yansane, they meet secretly with Madabiu. This is not fact, I tell you so. In fact, the first lady we don't talk say you get all of them on the record, you get all of their CCTV camera. In fact, the threaten say they release them if they continue for use people against the government. For example, Senator and they by they active, they tell people that they come out, say they release them all. So they all get something for answer. They all get case through the COI. So you don't see why you for worry, because if we not get opposition in the country, the government will just do anything where they feel for do. Forget about the parliament. Nobody did. There are few people and they will go sit on a parliament. So the 54 MPs, then just like they would get, you understand, because their voice no matter. Because if they put her into vote, APs, SLPP, they get their way. But they tell them be there at pass safe and be trouble, let alone at 54, 80 something. So it not just make any difference. But they are only there, they will tell you say now for serve the people, but they no say now for themselves. That's not the fact. We're not in men's the words than I are. So you don't see why I say with democracy they in life support. And when something they in life support is critical. It's possible for Lord to come out of that. It's possible to say, Lord, the person will come back into life. But as it is stand now, if this man continue for beyond that, based on the cases we get, the damage is huge for the country, is huge for the opposition, is huge for the government, and is huge also for the people of Sierra Leone. So we are in a very critical state. Within a very critical state. So the saying of Dr. Adam for say, it's possible for MEC, they rule this country for another 30 years. We are seeing it, it's coming to reality. Believe me, if no not do a strategic overhaul change, no not do as our opposition will do, Lord, we just continue to accept, say, in the next 10, 20, 30 years, Damunku MP, Damunku MP, that my guy from Kenema, he say, you're not going to parliament, nothing not going to pull and then pass there. You go there for the next 10, 20 years. So these are when you check their statements and waiting that already planned, and it's coming to reality because all of these top brass, they all get something for do with matter. They all get something, they get secrets for clean behind closed doors. They get secrets there where they for clean with matter. Where if you not do that, no problem. If you not do one, not what you want, no problem. We don't see nothing. So we just come to the point now, say, I don't know. This battle, this threat, it did to you as the ordinary person. This battle, it did to you as an ordinary person. We as Sierra Leoneans, we want to see democracy thrive. Now we don't have to. Now. But if we look at democracy, we want to talk about the role of the opposition. We're supposed to constructively criticize government, support government, scout alternative views, alternative points. At this material time, we don't get her. You don't get for sale. Forget about waiting they talk about parliament, nothing over for change day. Absolutely zero. We've seen it. We not just talk because we get evidence for that. That's it. All right. Certain thing that they left there because something anyway. I know say the one there some people who they talk and they watch now. Let not be like say now ultimately go put here, but some critical information in the way. If an assessor get the opportunity for no one, I will know perhaps sometimes some of them will continuously blame people and they blast with Mohamed Bangura. They blast. You go see say Mohamed Bangura na the hypocrite. You go see say Mohamed Bangura na the sheep, na the black sheep of the family. But I'm telling you, some people behind closed door, senior APC people, if you know what they do, then you go say perhaps Mohamed Bang. I'm not there for defender. No, absolutely. I'm not there for defend nobody. I'm not to tell you the facts. Senior APC, you know the people and they were I don't go and call the name the number, but like person share something with you. Where Fatima they give money to some senior APC folks. One day we buy for a motor car. We worth more than 60,000 as senior APC executive. That was 2 years ago. You know why would it take good time? They put everything because the platform they go far and wide. But I'm sure some of them are familiar, some people and I just want to be so cautious so that at the end of the day, person confining you get to make sure say you get cautiously and give the limit say you will talk, but make sure say expose everything because you will come back to me. That's it. But anyway, let's just tap that side. Let's go on the second part. Now, the Labour Congress don't meet with President Bio and then put a position paper. And this position paper, it talk about the minimum wage, where a lot of people they suffer with because things they go up now. But anyway, let's listen to the Labour Congress and we'll come back and continue.
We'll therefore talk about the Labour Congress will be present position paper to President Bio for call for an increment in salary for workers, them among other things, them especially with the whole economic situation as we know where they go on. So in the studio we therefore can talk to Samura Kamara, one of the Vice President Sierra Leone Labour Congress, and then later we expect to get Imran Sila from the Strategic Communication Unit. Good morning and welcome, Madam Sarah.
Good morning, Sierra Leone.
So I meant to understand for Sarah, present a paper in terms of an increment of salary for workers them in the country. Solomon go on for no waiting really prompt this decision.
Thank you very much. The reason for this now the fact that we actually see the economic situation of the country, and when you look at the wage, you go see say commensurate to waiting they happen. So because we represent workman then at the country, we say let's go talk with the number one workman at the country when His Excellency the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, and let we put the case across because now then get policy directives. We actually they look at say workman the salary they care they go nowhere. And we all know workman, we all they feel the pinch. So now that make we go meet him and we talk to him. And some of the issues where we raise actually in that meeting now the fact that every 2-3 days fuel price they go up. And as fuel price they go up, all other prices they go up. And it affects workman and business people then, where we not go say, it's so clear, nobody not go say, they not know about that, because me they take transport, you they take transport. If we not they take transport, we get motor car, or they buy fuel. So it actually, they adversely affects Sierra Leoneans. This time, we not they look at the working class alone, we they look at Sierra Leone, not the bigger picture. Then, fuel price don't go up. Then we watch tax. Tax in the country is so serious. It will not even talk about double taxation. Not talk about triple or, more taxation. Because if you watch, you pay tax when you count the good. You where they go buy them, they pay tax. Me where they buy them, they pay tax. So it is like multiple taxation, and we get concerned about that. Because we want to make them look at taxation broadly. Okay.
Of course, you don't highlight some of the areas where they get issues, where you think, say, very president for look into and try for salary for do an increment in the salary, the wage, because the minimum wage not really sufficient enough for make people for sustain themselves for a whole month. And we realize for say is it they try for also government also they try for work on trying for is it reduce or take subsidy from rice, which is our very own staple food. And whenever such thing happen, it cause an increment, and where it cause an increment, you the consumer citizen now you get for suffer the consequences. Then what thing will be your take on that as well?
Well, actually, a not tell we say then they remove subsidy from rice. It just tell we no more say they want for look at rice, oil, and some other things then. But he actually tells me, say, this time around, because one of the things that we put across is the fact that when una they do them things there, so we are not involved, and we're not a put to give your own input because it is like nothing. It is something for us without us. And this time around, we want to be part of the deliberations because probably we go get we don't take into the issue, and sometimes we go proffer some solution. We not go adversely affect the working the Sierra Leone, not go affect Sierra Leoneans them. So if we say this time around, in go invite we into them committees, then the way then they discuss the issues, then they so that we can give our own input. But if actually they want to remove subsidy on rice, it's a serious case.
The challenges they already talk about it very key, and they affect every sector, whether then they pay you 10, 15 million loans at the end, it still affect you, because if you're still about 900,000 loans and you want to buy 1 bag, 2 bag, you get your family transportation, school fee, and other things that we have putting together. And not to the first time this Labour Congress, they actually raise them concerns there, and for the governments aware say this now the economic challenges, for the people over the work, talk less than you want to work. But how don't be the response to government with regards to proper collaboration? You talk about the president assuring us, say, committees they get for the setup for looking to reviewing on some policies they get for involving into them.
Well, this time around, one of the things I think the trade union movement of the camp, the term for law we fit, we drop picket lines and we go into strike, don't pass. Now they look at social dialogue being one of the pillars for decent work. So they look forward to him actually encouraging us to be part of that thing. Because we don't want to go into a situation wherein we get for draw lines, you understand, and say, this time around, we not agree. Because we believe, say, at the table, we can give, we take, and you tell me what you take. We dialogue on the whole thing, and we reach a consensus. But in order...
All right. So, Fambul, you see some of the issues there, should be championed by the opposition. Where the country they go today, the current situation, the current economic hardship in the country, you need a vibrant opposition for talk on behalf of the masses. This is why we get political parties and democracy, because then they help get like the balance, support the government in that kind part of the argument. Why then foresee the need for increase or find way for cushion the effects of the ordinary people, the suffering of the ordinary people. You see, the taxation don't become very serious problem. You read the labor, what did they talk? Now not to even double, not to triple, not quadruple or even more. The rate at which taxation they come out is very serious. And government not stop at anything. They appoint more appointments. This should be the role of the opposition, holding government to account, telling them, say, the wage bill. Then this year, we see the United Nations release a damning report about food insecurity in the country. In fact, they recommend, say, with GDP, we wage bill not for past 6% of we gross domestic product, the GDP. The cost of enough about 6%, but as it stands now, it's very far from that. Far. We don't even have 10-20% in the goods now. The wage bill is very serious. And apart from that, you also see that even 81% of the people in the country they enable it properly. This not to me say this, we'll put an analysis and not so. From the United Nations, we make a reference to that. So these are the concern about the opposition. And the role is for all press conference, for talk on the issues there, talk for the ordinary person, but where are they? Where are they? It's not on social media. Now we the social media, we're not going to take the side of the government. Now we're not the opposition. And I always say that we don't do a patriotic cause here. We're not there because we don't like the government or it's man. No, far from that. I'm not there no personal thing about anything. I just feel say, when you become a president, you become a leader, particularly that office. So many people and so many green graces and so many green graces, green snake that they surround you. because they all day at the green grass for they all want it from the green grass, they all want it from the food. And some of them are not genuine, some of them are for their pocket, some of them majority they afraid for advise the president because they're afraid say if they advise and perhaps it will take them from that position, they or they will lose their position or their privilege for the president. Because of that in the shire. But let me say another for worry. I don't make it clear. If we some of we want for make them for give position at this government, so for don't do it. Look like them General Kaloko there, we didn't do social media, I don't get it. But when you ask yourself no more, okay, let's say I use my platform for talk only and solely for SLPP. The Vuvuzela, I mean, 2-3 months, 4, 5, 6, 6 months, you understand, they don't recognize me, and go, Amos and go pay me, ask me for, Amos and go pay me. Amos and go pay me. That's not the thing. Now, perhaps the people who they go put that communication, strategic communication under the office of the president, somebody they pay them $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. Now, if they pay that money, it's okay, but also you have to look at the cost at which that money don't come. You have to look at the cost. If the average person at salon they get $30, $80, so then go pay $3,000. Who's can actual job with it? Pass for propaganda. Propaganda. Most of them, State House get past 4, 5 strategic communication directors there, you understand, all man. And these are all just offices that they create for help promote other sorts of people that they share the idea of the government, promote the government, whether it's good or bad. And more objective than just the one side. Blinded. If the country go bad, not a problem. Why you don't get $3,000? But who's a day if I put me efforts? I serious in making money. I'm sure a lot of people that know part of them what they are saying. You can make them money then they without need for go down salon. You go because people then you don't pay them kind of money than $3,000, $4,000. They just tap there. They just tap. Then they still embezzle the money. Then they still eat government money again. That's not the most annoying. They give them free ticket, free field pass, they give them motorcar, they give them allowance, they rent for them, government, they rent for them. And that make you find out say the wage bill they increase. Now government not get money, they only sell them when for put tax. Now GST in money 15%, GST in this, GST in that, tax on wealth, tax on land. Now 6 trillion, government therefore can tax people 6 trillion for land. We don't buy land, we don't use it. If you get a 5-10 acre land, we know they use it, no developer, government they tax you for it and for make them get money. And government don't say they therefore get up to 250 million American dollars, with like 6 trillion. The land minister and they make know about that. Then they own that policy there. So the point why they make here is all of this money together enough from a bad if you directly channel them for provide the basic necessity of life for the ordinary person. But this major taxation they can for support the people for pay the first people they pay, now the people that will surround the presidency, and then they first get payment. And then they first get the first payment. And then they first get payment. The ministers, the directors, the communication from State House, and then they pay them. You understand? So the points that they make here is, we they do this for the interest of the country. I know who can sell me on believe, my value for not for Kokwebe. Especially while I'm in a comfortable position we are in, at the work, at the make me money, I get me permanent job. What I for worry? What I'm going to so influence me for just keep quiet and shut up and go salon, go sit on the top. I see people don't left their job. I'm telling you, we see people and they will left their job, then go boom that salon, then go sit down on the direct, and then go to direct, then go make them director of communication. Somebody may measure say look like Mike Brewer. He don't like him work in America, go sit down on for do propaganda for government. I'm more than the and use yourself your conscience in the long run, you go know. Do job where you're happy for, but then can you say job satisfaction, where say yes, how to do this. Like, we appreciate the nurse there, the doctors and the teachers there. These are people, particularly those people that will go there with passion for go help. You understand? Then they do job where they really like. But imagine they can't take you, they go put you on a job for lie to people there. Yeah? And for lie at all. Because, we not more money, we get conscience. So someone not the user, we get conscience. You see, true, say, no, this not to me on to, I refer me on to. No, this is not to so this are offender. Okay, no, let's turn this and manipulate this. No, this not to black, let's turn on white. No, this not to white, let's turn on red, let's turn on pink. Any color. But forget about this world. What about next world? What about next world? And we all get there's one thing where everybody believe. Where now nobody know about you, but now nobody die. Die. Death is real. Death is real. Yes. This is not something where we all believe, say, yes, death will come for we at a time we will not expect. Death is real. And we all believe, majority of we like religious people, we believe, we come out from religious home where they pray, we believe in God, not just put we believe in God. We know say there is life after death. For we as Muslims, they never go judge you for what you don't do yesterday. What does it profit a man for let you gain the whole world, according to the Bible, not so, and lose his soul? So, we take on this position now. Today now we don't act as opposition. But at this particular time, a lot of people that don't whip off what people they look at for say maybe some say this na opposition this party these people that don't begin to say so this guy some of them guys are not just there for what say. I mean, look, you just look at the kind what when somebody, to be honest with you, I'm not gonna call the person when they be approaching from the opposition. Somebody will recommend me for make them give me a position now, sort of like a PR for the talk or not be part of the opposition officially, because at one time I've been on the interview Dr. Samura Kamara. When I look at the whole thing, I look at my values, I look at my family background, the politics and the hypocrisy and so many some garbage things will happen. I decline that thing because I want to get a clear conscience. I want to don't a talk without no problem, absolutely. When again doing the campaign time, when SLPP approach me for make a do a PR for them, milk we do, I refuse. So this is the watch because when I look at the point, the pros and cons out of it, I look at maybe the offer we are kind of with, and I look at the repercussion, what we go, the damage we will do to people, and posterity. I will judge me, and some of who believe in God, we know say not going to be at this world for not forever, and we're never going to make her. We always get a fearness of God. We then train we up with a home where in fairness, God, we pop up instead fairness in us in terms of fear, all of fear Allah, fear God. Anything what they do, therefore fear God. Always they remind me, anything what they do, fear God. Fear God, anything what they do, just put God first and fear them. Because now the wisdom, now the fear of God, now the wisdom, now the beginning of wisdom. And we're mindful of that. But anyway, today we don't take the position of being what? We are the opposition today. You are the opposition. Now me and you are the opposition today. We are the talking points community. We are the opposition. And we're not opposition, not a bad thing. Opposition now like a feedback. Now like a feedback. And for you succeed by anything, you need positive feedback or negative feedback. Any feedback, not feedback, because it gives you the opportunity for learn from what they tell you, understand and try to come up with changes. Sometimes you can see yourself better in the eyes of other people than yourself. Yes, this is a fact. Sometimes you see yourself better in the eyes of other people. Waiting people they tell you how they see you genuinely. I'm not talk about somebody where maybe out of jealousy. People away that make when they talk about construct, when they talk about just oppose for the sake of opposition, when are nonsensical, when they talk about constructive opposition. And it's fine for let government accommodate that. But particularly this government, I see one thing with an 8 opposition. And when you make let people not talk, you seal people in mode, you make them keep quiet, it creates a lot of pressure in the heart. They make their mind they create like so maybe I'll go put it like a bubble, and you don't want that. So it's fine for let people in the talk. When they talk, they let go the hunger. That sometimes I can say fine for men you cry. For cry, entirely bad. When you cry, you shed out tears. it release the pain, it ease the pain. But government, they don't pass so many bad laws, particularly that cyber crime law, where the obnoxious law, where they don't put sooner, when an incendiary, where they can use and worst law ever we don't get when it comes to free speech. When governments come, then put Part 5, 1965 Public Order Act, Part 5, then repeal it. People then begin celebrate for them. Yeah, it's good. And they say, no, now wait me. We're not done by that. We're not done tonight. And then come out to cybercrime law. We can have this platform. We press governments. It's good for let people get a law because we don't get the space, this community. For example, even YouTube giving guidelines, and we said now put win guidelines. So law, I think Thomas Bruce says, man is born free, but wherever he goes is in chains. So anytime we go, we fail himself into some kind of law, which is good. But the law was never about protecting you. It was never about the Sierra Leonean people. It's about protecting the government. Meaning, for criticize the government. When you criticize the government, then they use incendiary. The incendiary, they can interpret in any way they want. They don't use that incendiary for arrest to the opposition leaders. For example, Kemosi said, when Kemosi said, I think they say cause Madabi. They arrest them, they arrest them. They use the incendiary. We don't see them use incendiary. They arrest Chrisman Blacker. They say cost the president. They can't go to police. The judge then goes down. That was one of the biggest shame for me because the program, people are from Nigeria, they can watch it. I get friends from Nigeria. When I be the broadcaster program, me after I done, my man come, he said, I don't understand what you try to talk. You mean this person mentally challenged, crazy, and George then go sit down there. I'm mistaken, they may or waiting. I said, no, not a mistake. That's a reality. You know what I believe? He said, what kind of judicial wanna get? A mentally challenged crazy man, then take and can and go arena in a court because he cost the president. What a joke. What a joke. And some of we only free with a talk now because we're the heart of the country. If talking point platform and a salon at the talk so, then we don't find way for silence some of you. You know that was, and we don't warn you and keep quiet. And keep quiet. No talk. And you're not good because you put public, you create a lot of pressure in the heart of many Sierra Leoneans. Where one day, if that one day come out, people they release the anger, it will be very, very dangerous. And you know we want that. Nobody don't want that. But anyway, now we just tap that side. Now we look for something else. The mayor don't talk about implants, but now we listen to this.
Back at my desk after 9 months and a hectic election. I want to say a huge thank you to Fritonians for the confidence we want to display in me, for the belief we want to show in voting for me again with 66% of the votes. Today, I sit on at this desk, ready for deliver on the campaign promise. We've been saying 5 more to do more. More tree planting, more sanitation, more support for the market, and this time definitely we go tackle the bearing ground them and other issues we will not be able to tackle in the first 5 years. I want to tell you boku thank you. I'm not going able to succeed except we work together, and I know say that's possible because Fritonians and I'm not shown me before. So as I start this new administration, this next term, I stand here committed for work for and with Fritonians. Let God bless Friton. Let God bless we all. Una thank you.
It's as if the mayor is super excited. This is what tell you say majority of them be the pillar, they want to go. Because the privileges where the officer they come unprecedented. The privilege is there. So much privilege. you know. Given all the tension, in fact, when I asked her, they say people and say they dance, they glad, they sing all right. They say happy because we would like and posting. And second time, and I know more than one, the first female male for gets back to back. So you're happy. And I'm telling you, from the bottom of their heart, majority of them feel relieved that Dr. Samura Kamara allowed them to go and they never discuss about them backlog, pay them back, That's it. I mean, you're unbelievable, waiting happen, you're unbelievable. At least for people we don't sacrifice their lives, the respect to people they don't give, the integrity, the hope. Come out of that negotiation day with something where people can go appreciate a little bit at least. Let them fire all the commissioners, pull it out. But then, some restraint. You good let the country move go forward because when I don't mess up, you understand? That's not fact. But even as how they negotiate sooner, but when I put something again, we will benefit the country. Because we all see the blatant disregard of constitution, and we know say Mohammed Kone not to secrets. Even the blind man said no say the election gets question mark, they get to concern. But at least if not for don't fight for saloon people that way they say. All right, let them sack all the commissioners, but clean the ECSL. No, we clean the ECSL. Lord, we do exactly what they say, a thorough analysis, a thorough investigation. Lord, we know exactly what can go wrong and how we go put modalities in place for Lord, we not repeat that again. If Nanandi they be able to pull out from that dialogue there, people have for chase them forever. But anyway, that's how it is. Now, another thing, finally, this is not bad news anyway. Air France don't left for operating at the country. Then puts this post October 28th, 2023, marked the final day of Air France operation in Sierra Leone. The airline did duel with its last flight departing from Freetown International Airport, heading to Paris via Guinea, Conakry. This departure came following the airline's early announcement of the suspension of its services at Freetown National Airport due to persistent low passenger numbers, resulting in substantial financial losses. So the reason when they put Air France then the losses so that I make them pull out from the country. So APC they don't nominate Cabo Abdul Cabo for be the minority leader. I get this from one guy, Kanu Naim put this. He said the APC party has made quite brilliant decisions recently. One of short is the latest appointment of Honorable Abdul Kabo to lead the APC in Parliament as minority leader. There is no doubt that he's the right man at the right place and that he will deliver beyond everyone's expectation. He opposed every ugly piece of legislation by both the SLPP and Parliament in court. He made himself the guy to contend with before the SLPP made any selfish moves. So that's for you. And we go count one good news for we as Africans. I was excited. I was moved when Kenya the president William Ruto make this announcement. I want you to listen. This is very important for us.
We have visa regulations left, right, and center. 27 countries in Europe today, with 430 million people, removed visas. We still have visas. Let me persuade us that it is time we in this continent realize that having visa restrictions amongst ourselves is working against us. When people cannot travel, business people cannot travel, entrepreneurs cannot travel, we all become net losers. I am very happy that we are now moving in the direction of eliminating visas amongst ourselves. Let me say this. As Kenya, by the end of this year, no African will be required to have a visa to come to Kenya. And I am very proud that the intra-trade within the East African community is already at 27% because we have taken the deliberate decision to remove unnecessary tariffs and visa regulations. I am also very happy that my father here, President Sassou Nguesso, when he came to Kenya, we agreed that there will be no visa requirement between the between Kenya and the Democratic Republic of Congo Brazzaville. I am also happy that last month, when we removed visa requirements for DRC, my brother, President Felix Tshisekedi, also removed visa requirements for Kenyans to DRC. Let me urge us that we need greater collaboration. Our children from this continent should not be locked in borders in Europe and also be locked in borders in Africa.
For me, these are one of the good news for where I don't get from the continent in 2023. I just wish other African leaders emulate, copy from this, because it's shameful. You know, say, forcing an American citizen get right for travel in all the African country past Yoruba Bonde, the African continent. Yes, an average American gets the right for travel in all the African country, but you were born in Africa, you get limitation to that. It's why ironical foreigners, you know what I mean, American, it no matter as long as you get that US, as long as you get US passport, because so then define a citizenship, but then give them passport, you are a citizen. If you get American passport, you travel all the American and all African countries. But me, we get that salon book, that ECOWAS pass within the ECOWAS region. And we see this particular move. We see, we see other African leader, Rwanda, they said Kagame said they look into that. He want to make sure, say, all the African countries there, they not forget any struggle, any problem for go inside Rwanda. The potential, the benefits, the economic benefits, the ease of trade, the benefit, the socio-cultural, the interaction, you're unlimited. We lost more. I like the last line we talk. He said we get more for profit than we get more for gain when we open the border, and we get more for loss when we close the border to itself. You know why Europe become more successful? Because of interaction, freedom of movement, goods and services, where you don't get for worry for paperwork, that time is money. Time is money. You get for wait, maybe if I want to travel, go to South Africa, I get for wait for documentation, visa for say maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You can imagine. Sometimes if I visa free, I don't go, I don't come back. I continue my business. If I want to go Kenya, I don't need visa. I just take my plane, my ticket, I go, I don't come back. But we We create all of these artificial boundary. These are not to be created per se. Like the colonial masters, and they create them, but this artificial boundary, and we accept them, and we endorse them. We endorse and see with more vigorous, with more what is it? We fence and more. We put more weight on that than even people themselves. We can divide with. For say Yana Guinea, Yana Salo, Yana Liberia. When you check, we all are more or less the same people. But anyway, we hope other African countries they could copy from this. Because at this one thing, at this one happen. For long of this struggle too much again for travel within our own continent. With all the restriction I hope. Except for people with book we don't get people, but just for just come from Sando, you not get visa for very very difficult. But anyway, that's it. The last thing we will look into the program today. This issue about humanity. Let people understand clearly. This has nothing to do with Muslim versus Christian versus Jews. No. This is purely when you check the whole thing, the politics, and they kill, and they destroy humanity. So now we all know the conflict between Palestine and Israel. But this material movement, it seems as if people, human rights activists, political actors, they describe, say, enter into a phase where it just fits from what they describe and for be like a genocide. And Israel, it seems as if they give them blank check, you understand, for do whatever it takes for protecting itself, for defending itself against Hamas, against the Palestinians. Because when you look what's in the happen at Gaza right now, it seems as if the rules of engagement in war, we are in, for bomb hospital, for bomb church, for bomb civilian properties, all and they follow. And the argument to them put, they say Hamas, they use all of them places here for hide their ammunition, so not legitimate targets technically. But anyway, I'll just refresh you and I'll just throw this back on our see what that happen at the world. We follow international politics. Some of them perhaps will not get a time there, but long I just know see something they cook where they pray letting us pass this level we don't reach. Take a look on this one. We'll come back.
طلع لك ورجيك اياهم الحين استشهدوا اهلي كلهم 15 رفض ابرياء قاعدين دارس قسم ايش ذنب كلهم راحوا
When you saw what happened in the first strike yesterday, and you saw the results of over 400 people killed and wounded in one strike, and you do it again, so you knew it. Israel is doing this knowingly. This is a huge violations of international law. International law is failing the Palestinians. The world is failing the Palestinians.
right, so that was the gruesome pictures that they come. I not say it all over I mean, this offload the internet. It go the now Hamas Israel war, you know, and it reach a typical, a tipping point where other players and they try to enter into the conflict. For example, the Hutus, the Amen, the rebellion na Yemen, they don't be fire direct ballistic missile go inside Israel for let's say don't announce it they enter inside they enter the threats because then they sympathize with Gaza, they sympathize with Palestinian people. We see Lebanon, they say don't enter into the war. And we see Iran they threaten. We see even Turkey, they say they will just settlement. We see Jordan, they don't recall the ambassador from Israel. We see Bolivia, okay, la left now, where they don't recall. I don't forget the country name. We just recall the ambassador from Israel. So what do they say? The way the situation they continue to right now is very dangerous, and we get one. The head of this man don't resign. La put something for now. La put this man don't resign. Yes, okay, I don't confirm. It's Bolivia. Bolivia, I don't recall the ambassador from, and they don't cut all diplomatic ties with Israel. Now, if you see this one, I'll just read them for you. Quick one. These are resignations technically from one of the UN chief then, when Mr. Palias Wilson, Victor Tok, High Commissioner for Human Rights. The High Commissioner for Human Rights, technically, you don't put this one. But let us make a short. What did they try for talk? You they recall the danger where they happen in Gaza, and that insist like the world don't feel the world. You put on the world don't feel the world. The world don't feel the people of Palestine. The world don't feel the people of Gaza. You know, and also some people go doubt why will they come with this whole if Israel not the right to defend itself. Of course, that's not the statement where the traditional media tells you Israel the right to defend itself. But when you go into history, you check the Hamas, you go shock. You go shock for no say Israel not then create Palestine, not then create Hamas. It's a fact. Israel now they help create Hamas. Somebody will say, this guy Chris, what did they talk? How Israel will create Hamas? I want you to do the finding. I don't want to do your research. You go see say yes indeed. Israel now they help fund Hamas, we don't turn trouble. Because they use Hamas against Fatah. You know, you get two factions now Palestine. You get the Fatah, when like a moderate, and you get the Hamas when then the hardliners they're entirely opposed to any Jewish states in Palestine. They don't want that absolutely. But you know, this policy of divide and conquer, divide and rule. So Israel behind use this policy, we don't backfire, so we don't create a monster, we don't become a menace to them, a nightmare. Hamas was funded, Hamas was sponsored, Hamas was a creature of Israel. Anyway, let's just stop now because we don't spend so much time. If I not forget, hopefully, tomorrow we can put for you evidence that you get Sunday. So you because I'm not saying it's doubtful, right? Especially now it's doubtful, but I will cut for you evidence. Let's say can get clear. Anyway, now we tap now the program as always. Maybe let's see if we will put let's take few calls from Fambula. We love for you from now as always. Low self benefits from our voices there. We don't have a for we. We can look at our text as well. And not just try to connect with all right, okay. All right, so now the number now that we see on the screen in case you want to contribute for the program. You're more than welcome to do so. All right. Okay. Now look on the text. Look on the text. Quick one. Let's see how much we're taking. All right. Okay. 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 Very good. Now let me go into the text there whilst we wait for some calls. This one they come up from Jerry Brani, where they say Sierra Leone cannot eliminate visas from African countries. Mr. Komon-Tok, this government is so cash strapped that it has imposed a levy on waterworks. All right, and this one they come some of them. Okay, now we had one voice. Yes, call outside the call from. All right, you get.
Thank you for taking me through this news and all written up the current affairs. Yes, we pray that God will continue to view the strengths for evidence of top secret there. The issue we want to talk about is very important because, as you say, now we are the opposition now.
Yeah.
Really not true. We're not in opposition as alone at all. And the talk say one group way they come on, we then call the citizens' voice arise. Citizens' voice arise. And this group here, again, for be very tough. Now all the citizens and again for include people that will not belong to party and they not belong to any affiliated group we connected with the government. Just ordinary citizens, genuine citizens then. And we look for someone who is spearhead up. Because I don't think say we will allow this one party we inform. And as you don't talk, it took very salient points there where people don't go understand, but they'll understand later. You say that they don't muzzle this APC leaders them. They don't muzzle them all because the case is them, it is at the hands of this government. And so when they want to shake, then they walk. When they want to shake, then they work. And thereby, they don't will ever be a strong opposition in our country. I'm telling you, and this is very, very important. Even when this guy, they talk, this Adebayo, they talk, they say they never change, they can change all their old folks then that they can bring. But when you look at keenly, there's an amount of truth where we need to understand. And if we don't sit down, real voice, we don't arise with real voice, we get somebody who is spearhead this group where everybody be on social media, you did wherever platform we they use, you understand. We all for incorporate together. Make we get a one big national voice, and the one started with the committee for this communique with the good side. That whatever recommendation we come on in, you understand, the citizens' voice go arise. We speak waiting at the recommendation because don't forget about that. As you said the last time, we'll never forget again any election. But we know say 2020, what this man come on power. We go want to make them try anyone when involved, whether an APC, whether an SFPP, and they involved for this election malpractice, the killing, make the citizens' voice arise, let everybody come together. Plus, say, you know what, we want a special trial for them people they are. Whether be independent or international outcome. Let we all come together.
Yeah.
Not begin oppose. So this is a very important one voice. I will get for me because we're not got opposition. When we look at all the things happen, we don't have opposition. So we need to know this because when they don't go to parliament, so not to hold them to go, but for let them go get what they need. So me and me will take that.
All right, thank you very much. Now we had another voice. Thank you very much. No. All right, okay. Now we had another voice. Yes, call outside the call from. Yeah, outside the call from. All right, we missed this caller. All right. This one they come up from Geneva. Jusu, what it seems that Komon-Tok, the Lord Almighty will continue to bless you for saying the truth. Thank you very much. This one they come up from Signature. They say the world is full of lies and propaganda. And this one they come up from Aisat Abdumbuya, they say congratulations. Yeah, caller, the line open. I don't know what thing they do you. I don't know what thing they do you line, but anyway, keep trying. We are connected. This one is say congratulations, Abdul Kabo. I like this guy, and this one they come up from Mohammed JB Siseo. They say, my brother, Mr. Komon-Tok, the opposition today is the government, and the government is SLPP. So you see now who is gonna save who. And this one they come out from Samura Kamara, where they say this is the great news coming from Kenya. Yes, indeed, now great news. Some of us are excited. All right, so okay, now we'll go a little bit up. And this one they come up from CB, where they say, Mr. Komon-Tok, you are absolutely right. Some of these APC people, them, yeah, now they demand them. Yes, call outside they call from. All right, I don't know what they upload the line today, but guys keep on trying. I don't know what they upload the line. This one from CB, and I'll go up again. And this one they come up from Mary J, where they say, silence is dangerous. Indeed, indeed. And this one they come up from James Kamara, where they say we get Naya people then where they criticize the government but not belong to any political party. We call them political critics. Salon not get them. Even the opposition, no, they oppose the government. Yes, indeed. No, the opposition, no, they oppose, We don't know why they're the opposition anyway. Okay, let's just take a few more text there. And this one they come up from Leah Johnson Amla. They say the problem is because most of these politicians are so corrupt. Mada has just got hold of them all. So they are all trying to protect their ill-gotten gains, and Mada is threatening them with imprisonment if he doesn't get their support. So they have no voice, and this is not good for democracy. Yeah, that's a point we a correct point, Nandi. These guys, as you know, some of them they be thief heavily during EBK regime. Some of them indeed they be thief excessively. So there were evidence against them. So they just use the evidence against them, and it's really sad. Anobianle Madabio use saloon case against your opposition or against the opponents there, but unfortunately, himself he just use a case in there against them. Yes, caller, who side they call from?
I come from the United States.
All right, you get the platform. Go ahead.
Okay, let God bless you. Let God bless your country. Let God change the bad. Let God expose the evil.
Amen.
The people of Seattle, they don't pray and fast, so don't believe nothing. That country don't believe nothing, but today the country don't see. You want to go for talk, they carry the talk. They move the talk to you, so I know that you daddy. The house is street, I didn't born you, I didn't grow up. But not to that to become for talk me now.
Okay.
Go to the camp for stay now,
We country, you know I don't want to be friendly, they know me well. I don't know I know me well. We country today, another opposition, very sad. But one thing we PC them for no, not that the crowd they get, now they build them up. The grassroots, the people, them all turn to them. Now because of the government of the day, the way they rule the people they want change. Most of the ways you don't do so, if not 60%, 50% are from where they come out. They don't cancel this system now, they don't go under. What they don't get and then they go fight for it from the country.
Yeah.
Then you go read and they say, oh, that country first. Until you want them and listen to and could you, I don't know whether that's true, but I know that it's a voice that. They call for people, them, citizens, them, we feel safe, they for serve. Then they begin come out. APC don't feel the people. And today again, listen, Mr. Saluli talk, you see that blogger they come out against her. If the truth not come out, better no go day. The sorry part of our country, today the lie, not anything forbid the truth. The truth, not anything forbid the lie. When go there to for talk to, the same thing happen, the other side, they only come for fake you. If we not come for a visit to wisdom from top to bottom, better no day. We pray, don't continue for pray. One thing more was, when we always say, the people that don't pray fast, now God the people there, and they listen to them. Certain thing, they waiting they want to, waiting they don't want to. What God don't answer to the prayer, they could bring down the justice, and they could make for the people alive be better. Let God bless you all.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. This one they come up from Sylvia Palmer. The same Mr. Komon-Tok. Samura is not a leader, but a vicar. And okay, Lowy add another voice. Yes, caller outside the call from.
Hello, Mr. Komon-Tok from Diaspora.
All right, you get the platform. Go ahead.
Mr. Komon-Tok, what you say is completely correct. You know, if you're not going to formidable opposition in our country today, it's really sad the way Empire use this party as a shield, you know. If we get serious opposition, for example, let killing will take place. Opposition for them go to ICC say, you know, like, look, we can't investigate. Formally, you know, and the police will going to main opposition.
Yeah.
But we not go to them for anything. That's not go challenge issues in the country right now. Because I can't see all the cases there. It's really sad. You wouldn't have, you know, say, we lost election. Straight away, then they make election for new leadership. Why? Because they want a formidable opposition.
Yeah.
But in case they are, then they all like as Empire. And Empire, they use this party as a shield.
Yeah.
Sad,
yeah.
It's very sad. So, just for freedom, they're going to make them, then give somebody, you know, tell me we go can't challenge issues. We, you know, say, what challenge you, know, tell me go jail. You're not going to case against me. You know what I mean? I would ask questions when if I ask for. You're right. It's very sad before that.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your contribution. All right. This one they come up from CB. What they say, Mr. Komon-Tok, Samura has realized that he has made a serious mistake, so now he's trying to push the blame on somebody else. All right. This one they come up from Kelvin Sisse. Welcome. Yes, Kelvin. How you do? All right. Yes, Fatimata, Marichi, I don't know what they do. And this one, they come up from Ali Mohammed Barrow, where they say APC was cheated because of weak leadership, indecisiveness, and above all, the failure to protect our votes. In view of this, therefore, the current leadership should give way to fresh heads. All right, so Fambule, we go tap the program here for tonight. We go come back hopefully tomorrow. It's not a guarantee, but we hope for come back tomorrow. But one thing we will all know, anytime I see Komon-Tok now, wanna be rest assured say something different. Good, the good, the bad, we will continue for play with our parts. Now that we would accept say we're not the opposition and we do it genuinely for the country, we'll keep on doing that. We'll keep on pushing, We want to at least play with part because we'll get a record. In future, we'll picking them will come. As long as this technology available, then we'll come back and say, oh, didn't that then be really standing in the right side of the history? And guess what? We have done everything possible for out the fact. It's so easy for them. They will trace and see on our calls there, on our text message there, the future generation. We're picking them. Then therefore can see all of these ones. And it's so simple for them, you understand? Then they know exactly what can take place and how it happened, the people that were involved. And then they go, posterity go judge, We've done our best. We'll continue to do more. And we turn our plenty thank you as always. We will continue with this voice. The Talking Points community is growing, and thank Una because Una make it possible for that. Until then, me now Mr. Komon-Tok. Una bye bye.
Attention, attention. Are you hungry for the latest insights on politics and good governance issues from the motherland, Sierra Leone? Look no further than Talking Points, your go-to platform for engaging discussions. Subscribe today and let your voice surge. Talking Points is where smart minds come alive. Subscribe now.